Dr. Surbhi, the host and the founder of the channel Dr. Surbhi Dental Series and Medical Video. In my previous video, I have talked about the classification of the TMJ disorder, a very important topic of oral surgery which you read in final year of dentistry. Now today I'm going to talk about another important topic, and definitely a long question may come on this topic, and that is the classification of the TMJ ankylosis. I think जितने stars इस question पे लगाए जाए वो कम है, because this topic is very important. Definitely a long question or a problem based question or even a viva question may come on this topic. So if you are reading oral surgery topic or oral surgery subject, then definitely you need to go through this chapter very well. So without wasting time, let's get started. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, then please do subscribe to my channel by pressing the button subscribe, and don't forget to press the bell icon. The importance of bell icon is that you can have the notification of my upcoming videos. So begin with the classification of the TMJ disorders. It basically include a long question of 8 or 10 marks in your theory exam of oral surgery, and it include the three main classification of the TMJ ankylosis. Begin with the first classification, that is the Topazian classification, which is given in the year 1966. It basically involved the three types, with the type 1 which include only the condyle. The type 2 is intermediate and it is partially extend up to the sigmoid notch. And the type 3, that means the ankylosis is extend entirely. It include the condyle, coronoid and the sigmoid notch. Begin with the next classification, that is the according to the site. It could be unilateral ankylosis or bilateral ankylosis. Then next category is the according to the location. It could be intra-articular ankylosis or extra-articular ankylosis. The next heading is the depending upon the type of tissue involved. It basically depends upon the histological or radiographical. It is divided into three types of tissue. The first one is the bone, second is fibrous, and the third one is fibro-osseous. Next heading is the type of fusion. If we talk about the type of fusion in ankylosis, then there are two types of fusion, either the complete fusion or the incomplete fusion. The next heading include the Rasch et al. Classification, that is depending upon the anatomical borders of the ankylotic mass, which is extend up to the articular and the skull base. Basically, it give rise to the four classes, class 1, 2, 3 and 4. The class 1 is the ankylotic mass which is extend up to the condylar process and the articular eminence. The class 2 is the bony extension, that is out of the fossa and involving the medial wall of the skull base, that too up to the carotid. That means it is involving the jugular vessels also. Begin with the third type. The third type is the extension and the penetration in the middle cranial fossa. The class 4 include the combination of the class 2nd and the class 3rd. So that's all about the second type of classification, which is depend upon the anatomical borders of the ankylotic mass. The third and the last classification of the TMJ ankylosis is given by the Chandra Prakash Sahani by the year 1986. He classified the ankylosis into four types. So begin with the first type, that is type 1. Type 1 include the condylar head either flattened or deformed in comparison or in close approximation with the upper joint space. Along with that, there is the dense fibrous adhesion which will limit the movement of the condyle because of the presence of the fibrosis in and around the joint. The type 2 include the flattened condyle is present along with the close approximation with the clinoid fossa. Along with that, there is the bony fusion or the bony formation is there in the outer aspect of the articular surface, either anteriorly or posteriorly, but that will definitely limit the movement up to some age. The third type, in third type, the condylar part is medially displaced. That means either there is the fracture or the dislocation of the condylar head, which can lead to the bone bridging into the ramus of the mandible. Here, the atropic condylar head will definitely fused with the superior border of the ramus of the mandible. If we type 4, that is there is the wide bone block between the mandibular ramus and the zygomatic arch that can definitely lead to the extension and the obliteration of the upper joint space. Along with that, this will result in the complete replacing of the architecture of the joint. So this is all about the Chandra Prakash Sahani classification regarding the TMJ ankylosis. Sum up this classification, that is the Chandra Prakash Sahani classification, which is released in the year 1986 in type 1. There is the fibrosis that can lead to the limited movement, and in type 2 there is the bony fusion that can present and that can lead to the limited movement. In type 3 there is definitely the dislocation or the medially displaced condylar head, and in type 4 there is the complete change of the joint. So in nutshell, you can learn this classification very well. Don't forget, whenever the question come on the TMJ classification, you have to write all these 3 classification properly in detail, which is shown on your screen. If still you have any query, you can drop me a mail, which is shown on your screen. So that's all about the classification of the TMJ ankylosis, the very important topic for oral surgery. Thank you for watching.